I'm Ginny Davis. This morning I'd agreed to go for an early morning dog walk with some friends. Not that I own a dog. Personally, I've never seen the attraction of being responsible for something with a 15-second memory of its last meal and a constant desire for sex. Though, when I consider my husband, it's not that different. This morning there were 6 dogs altogether, 4 black Labradors, an Airedale, and a little white West Highland Terrier named Bertie. I walked alongside the Airedale's mother. She told me they'd named him Bonkers, for a variety of reasons. As we chatted, Bonkers crouched down to take a dump at the side of the path. She produced a bag from her pocket with a flourish and knelt down to scoop the steaming heap into it, and then looked round for a bin. But there wasn't one, so I assumed she'd carry it at arm's length. But she didn't. She opened her pocket and put it in, and then removed her glove, put her bare hand in afterwards, smiled and said, warm. Talk about bonkers. Each of the dogs followed suit at stations along the walk, and finally Bertie started to sniff and circle the ground. His mother turned and faced him, raised one index finger and said, "Bertie, wait." Bertie's little face took on an agonised expression. Wait. Seconds turned into minutes, and I watched in horror as the dear little white thing's legs started to shudder. Wait. Rachel's mother held the moment, and I realised I had actually stopped breathing. Then finally, she relented, blew on her whistle, and Bertie unloaded his breakfast. The dogs had by now bonded into a small pack. One of the black Labradors, an entire male, I was proudly informed by his owner, took the lead. Bertie and Bonkers were relegated to the rear, on grounds of size and insanity, respectively. Then, round the corner, advanced a large boxer dog, all muscle and venom, wearing a studded collar. His owner was a stocky, tattooed man in his 30s. All muscle and venom, wearing a studded collar. Everybody stopped. The Labradors stood like sentinels, tails erect. Rachel's mother had no fear. She marched past the man and the monster, threw her arms wide and said, "Bertie, come." Bertie looked at her in horror. His eyes turned to Bonkers for support, but Bonkers' eyes loomed elsewhere, and then took one step towards the teeth of the boxer dog and froze. "Come, Bertie." He took another step, then froze again. "Bertie, come." Then, on an instant, he made a decision. He was having none of it. He turned on his tail and gambolled back to Bonkers, who gave a yelp of delight, and the two of them charged to the car park, nudging and shoulder-barging each other and revelling in unprecedented freedom. The man jerked on the lead of the boxer dog and said, "Come on, Frank Bruno," and retraced his steps. As he passed Bertie's mother, he muttered something in her ear, and we all crowded round to hear what it was he'd said. "Well, I couldn't be sure," she said, "but I think he told me my dog had balls, which is ironic, really, when you consider Bertie."